welcome everyone to Student Affairs Virtual Connections. I'm going to bring in Quang from ODI, Office of Diversity and Inclusion. We got Tia Hill with Campus Activities and Recreation, Randy Beggs from Student Engagement, Advocacy and Leadership, and Carly, from Housing and Residence Life. So welcome everyone. We will give everyone time to go through their presentations. We can answer questions at the end. We do have, for everyone that has RSVP'd and are attending today, please comment your names in the chat. Let us know that you're here so we can get you in for that chance to win a $500 book scholarship. So definitely do that. But yeah, so does everyone want to take a chance to kind of quickly introduce yourself, and then we'll go into presentation?
I'll start first. So my name is Quang Nguyen. I have the privilege and pleasure to serve as the Assistant Director for the Office of Diversity and Inclusion here at Wichita State University.
I'll go next. My name's Tia Hill. I'm Assistant Director in Campus Activities and Recreation and excited to be here with y'all.
I'll go. My name's Randy Beggs. I'm the Assistant Director in Student Engagement, Advocacy, and Leadership.
Hi everyone, my name's Carly Inyar. I'm the Associate Director of Housing and Residence Life.
All right. So I guess let's start off with Carly with Housing and Residence Life. So let me get that pulled up over here. Give me 1 second, everyone. Maybe. All right. All right, there we go.
Awesome. So yeah, I'm just going to talk to you all a little bit about what to expect when you are living on campus with us this fall. Okay, so a breakdown of our residence halls here at Wichita State. We've got 3 of them. So the first one is Shocker Hall. It's our largest building by far. So it's first year students only. We have 800 spaces or 800 bed spaces. We've got 1 or 2 bathrooms per suite. So the most people that you would share a bathroom with is 3 other people, or a total of 4 in one room. It is a community laundry room, but they're free, and all of the laundry facilities are brand new. So we just got new washers and dryers. We have a dining hall and a coffee shop right here in Shocker Hall. That's where the only dining hall, the main dining hall, is on campus. And then our front desk services are open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So this is where you can get your mail. If you've got mail, you can check out board games or pool equipment, as well as cleaning supplies. And it's kind of just a one-stop shop for any questions you might have about housing. Down there at the bottom is the suites. That's our second building, and it's also a first-year community. So first-year students only. This is a smaller building, so it's got about 220 bed spaces. Most of those bed spaces are 2-bedroom suites with private individual bedrooms, and they share 1 bathroom. Some of the suites have 3 and 4 bedrooms, and we've got a couple true singles. Each suite has a kitchenette in it with a washer, a dryer, and bathroom. The kitchenette has a full-size refrigerator in it, but it does not come with a microwave. So if you're living in the suites, you will want to bring a microwave to campus for that. It's located next to the flats on Innovation Campus. The beds are also full-size there, not twin XL. The beds in Shocker Hall, I didn't say this, but those are twin extra long. So make sure that you're looking for that specific bed type if you're living in Shocker Hall versus the suites. And then again, we have a front desk over there for resources, mail, anything you might need, cleaning supplies, that kind of stuff. The flats is our upperclassmen building, so sophomores, juniors, seniors, and grad students. We've got about 400 bed spaces in there. In each apartment, it's an apartment style, so it's got a full kitchen, washer, dryer, private bathroom for each bedroom, amenities. The shared rooms have twin extra long beds as well, but private rooms have the full-size beds in it. It's also got a clubhouse recreation area and underground parking available too. I will mention that Shocker Hall and the suites also both have like a game room, kind of rec room area, as well as access to a community kitchen if you do want to cook something. Okay, cool. We can go to the next slide, please. Awesome. So what to bring to campus? This is a pretty good list. We've got a more extensive list on our website, but definitely bring your laptop and chargers and any other technology you might want. Clothes and shoes for every season, hangers and toiletries, your towels and bedding. Make sure your bedding is the right size for the building that you're going to be living in. Laundry basket and detergent. The laundry itself is free, but you will need to bring your own detergent and laundry basket. It would be wise for you to talk to your roommate or roommates about who wants to bring which cleaning supplies. If one of you want to bring a vacuum, toilet brush, or other cleaning supplies in the process. Shocker Hall, you can bring a mini fridge as long as it's under 5 cubic feet and a microwave under 700 watts. A few of the dishes, so if you want a couple plates or a couple bowls and some silverware, that would be a good idea, as well as an umbrella and raincoat and winter coat, a first aid kit or any medicine that you will need, as well as your social security card or identification of some sort. And then to hang things on walls, you can use painter's tape. Our command strips and other things like that generally tear the paint off, and we don't want you all to get charged at the end of the year, so painter's tape is the best way to go. Okay, so some items not to bring are halogen lamps or most lamps that don't use standard bulbs. Pets, multi-plug extensions that aren't UL approved. It'll have a little UL tag on it if it is UL approved. Double-sided foam tape such as command strips, duct tape, box tape for wall use. Again, like I said, those rip the paint off the wall. Items that hang from the ceiling or candles with a wick are not allowed. You can bring a Scentsy or some of those wax melts types of things there, and incense is also not allowed. No need to bring any lighter fluid. Firearms and weapons are not allowed outside of what's permitted for conceal and carry laws. And then items that have an open heating element, such as toasters, toaster ovens, George Foreman grills, and some coffee makers are not allowed. If something has an automatic shut off, then it is allowed. Besides pressure cookers, those set off the fire alarms very regularly, so they're not allowed. No freezer units, and you can't bring a refrigerator larger than 5 cubic feet. LED light strips are also not allowed because they rip off the entire perimeter of the room. We had a lot of that happen at Move Out this year. And then no smoking or tobacco products of any kind. And we can go to the next slide. Thank you. So someone you will want to get to know as soon as you get to campus is your resident assistant or your RA. They are a student who is hired by housing to live on your floor and promote community within your floor. So they'll be planning events. They'll do a roommate agreement with you. They will kind of be your main resource to talk to if there's something going on and you need another student's perspective. They're highly trained and get a lot of unique training. So they're really excited about getting to meet all of you come the fall. They will utilize a lot of their training to do a variety of things, but some of those things they are on duty every night. So there's constantly someone on call that you can call any hour of the day if our desk is not open. They'll create an inclusive community on the floor in residence hall, like I talked about with planning programs of different kinds, connecting you to resources that you need, and hopefully creating a sense of belonging for you. They will work as a team to serve the residents as well as address your requests and any issues in a timely manner for you. Awesome. And here's our contact information for the housing department. Our main office is in Shocker Hall, but we also have professional staff members who office out of the suites as well. So if you need us, that's where to find us.
All right, thank you, Carly. Like I mentioned in the comments, if you're wanting to ask any questions, add those in there, and we'll get them answered at the end. But thank you again, Carly. Up next, I'll bring in Quayne with Office of Diversity and Inclusion. So bear with me for a second, and I will get that pulled up. So.
Alrighty, so hopefully everyone is having an awesome afternoon here in Sharker Nation. So on behalf of the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, we'd like to welcome you here to Wichita State University. Again, my name is Quang Nguyen. My pronouns are he, him, his, and I'll be talking a little bit about the Office of Diversity and Inclusion today. Next slide, please. So the Office of Diversity and Inclusion here at Wichita State University is considered your home away from home. The reason why we are considered your home away from home is because we encourage students to come into our office space, utilize our services, and feel at home as much as possible while they're here at WSU. And so we are located in the heart of Sharker Nation, just on the second floor in room 208 of the Rhatigan Student Center. And so students are able to utilize our lounge area, our kitchenette area, and be able to utilize our computer lab and study rooms as well. And so we encourage students to come in, hang out, watch TV, make themselves at home as much as possible while they're here at Wichita State University. You also see that our second tagline is lean into discomfort. And so we encourage students to be their authentic selves while they're here in Sharker Nation. And so we always encourage students to be able to go outside of their comfort zones and to be able to learn about each other and to be able to embrace others and respect one another as well while they're here at Wichita State University. Next slide, please. So while you're here at Wichita State University, we always ask the question, what does diversity and inclusion mean to you? So for the next few seconds, while you're watching this presentation, we want you to think about what diversity and inclusion means to you, and to be able to come up with that definition as you're here navigating yourself at Wichita State University. Next slide. And so with diversity and inclusion, this is the diversity definition and inclusion definition that the university defines here at Wichita State University. And so diversity in its most simplest form can be defined as all of the similarities and differences amongst people. So in other words, it's about the combination of all the characteristics that makes us individuals, such as our age, our ancestry, our race, gender expression, gender identity, etc., to be able to combine ourselves and be able to embody that richness of diversity and culture and be able to come up and be one another. In addition to that, inclusion is the state of being valued, respected, and supported here at Wichita State. Next slide, please. So with the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, our mission is to cultivate and sustain an inclusive campus that strives for academic success. In order for us to be able to do that, we empower our students, campus, and community to be able to serve as ambassadors for Wichita State University. Next slide. Our office is staffed with 6 amazing staff members coming from diverse backgrounds who are here to help you into campus life. And so we are here to make sure that you're supported throughout your college journey here at Wichita State. And so we have our Assistant Dean of Students and Director, Alicia Sanchez, myself, Alexis Scott, who serves as our Coordinator of Student Diversity Programs, Nayeli Kano and Jang Bui, who serves as our Retention Coordinators, and Dr. Bobby Berry, who serves as our Diversity and Inclusion Faculty Fellow. And throughout the school year, we offer over an array of academic, cultural, a social and outreach programming to students to be able to immerse themselves in various diversity, equity, and inclusion events. That can range from our diversity lecture series, where we bring in national keynote speakers to be able to talk about various diverse topics, to our LGBTQ plus programming, and to celebrate our cultural heritage month, such as Black History Month, Women's History Month, Asian American Heritage Month, and Hispanic American Heritage Month as well. In addition to that, we also celebrate our students by celebrating their academic excellence here at Wichita State University too. Next slide, please. So why get involved with our office? So by participating in our office, we offer many benefits for you to be able to get involved while you're here at Wichita State. We offer that successful student transition to college life and the introduction to campus resources, the opportunity to help you meet new friends and get you connected with faculty and staff here at Wichita State. Also offering you the support system for academic success and giving you those unique leadership opportunities inside and outside of the university, as well as giving you that cultural awareness to work and lead in a diverse world. So as I stated earlier, when you come into our office space, we have various services and amenities to make sure that you are successful while you're here at WSU. And so we have our computer lab where you're able to, again, print for free up to 10 pages every single day. That's a good perk for just coming into our office space and utilizing our services while you're here at WSU. Our lounge area, our conference room, our academic learning space, where you can hang out with your friends, be able to study with them, and be able to mix and mingle with other people who you may not know, and be able to understand and respect one another while you're here at WSU. In addition to that, we have our kitchenette area where you can store your food in between classes and be able to take your study breaks in our office as well. So we have various programs and services that we offer to our students aside from our cultural events and programs that we host throughout the school year, such as our Promoting Academic Student Success. This is our academic support program that I had stated to help you be successful while you're here at WSU. And so we offer academic support services, our educational and cultural programming, our interpersonal relationships, and mentoring. And so by participating in this program, we offer various free resources to make sure that you are successful in your college journey. So if you're struggling with algebra, chemistry, biology, any of the classes that you're needing help with, we offer that intentional support alongside with the Shocker Learning Center to be able to help you succeed and pass those classes. In addition to that, we also offer that free mentoring to get you connected with a peer mentor. Those peer mentors are other student leaders to be able to help you get involved on campus, get you the resources that you need whenever you need them. And in addition to that, also the community service opportunities that you may require throughout your college journey here at Wichita State too. We also have a student organization dedicated to serving our office called the Ambassadors for Diversity and Inclusion. They are change agents here at Wichita State University representing our office. So these are amazing and wonderful student leaders who assist us with developing diversity program initiatives, as well as serving as liaisons to various university committees and student organizations. And so we appreciate their support for representing and spreading the awareness of diversity, equity, and inclusion here at Wichita State. We also have support groups to be able to support our students here at WSU, such as Men of Excellence and Phenomenal Women. These are support groups to be able to support our undergraduate and graduate students at WSU and the experiences that they share. By joining these support groups, we build a community that focuses on that self-reflection, the identity development, the self-efficacy, and celebrating just the cultural influences that shape the lives of people here at Wichita State. We have also developed various affinity groups these past few years as our university is gearing towards becoming a Hispanic serving institution. And so our Black Excellence is a newly launched platform that provides additional resources to build on that culture, tradition, intersectionality, just to be able to support the academics, identities, and social excellence for students. And so students who participate in Black Excellence will be able to receive those campus resources, professional development, additional academic support, and the connection to Black faculty, staff, and alumni. And in addition to that, they also have a living learning community in Sharker Hall to be able to participate in as well. Our other affinity group is called Latinos Lead. And so this is more of a professional development program that focuses on that facilitating that seamless transition from college to the workforce by focusing on 3 areas such as cultural awareness, personal development, and leadership skills. And so these students are able to participate in various professional development opportunities as well as networking opportunities here at Wichita State. And our university truly shows the commitment has to diversity when we show that support for our LGBTQ plus students. And so we provide a comprehensive range of education and training, social and educational programming, support services, and advocacy services to the Wichita State community. And so our office has our LGBTQ Shocker ambassadors. And so these students have been able to work on hosting various panel discussions, being able to participate in the community through partnerships such as GLSEN as well. And so we appreciate their support and being able to work with other student organizations here at WSU. In addition to that, they also help coordinate our annual LGBTQ plus History Month activities in October. And so this is a great way for students to be able to participate and be able to represent queer shockers across campus. Our office is also home to hosting Passage to Success, which is the week-long retreat for incoming freshmen from diverse backgrounds the week before school starts. And so this is a great way for students to be able to participate in a week-long retreat where they get to connect with other students, meet current student leaders, explore Wichita, and gain those skills and tools to be socially and academically successful while they're here at Wichita State. This gives the benefits of early move-in and be able to receive a 3 credit hour course while they're here at Wichita State too. And so this takes place August 13th through the 18th. And you can like us on social media at any time on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Otherwise, if you need additional information about our programs and services, feel free to visit our website at wichita.edu/ODI. And if you have any additional questions or comments, feel free to contact us via email or call us at our phone number, or even stop by our office at any time in the Rhatigan Student Center, Suite 208.
Thank you, Quang. All right, let me bring in Randy, who's up next with student engagement, advocacy, and leadership. Give me 1 second here. All right.
That's us. Hi, everybody. So our office, Student Engagement, Advocacy, and Leadership, is home for intentional growth opportunities on campus. If you want to go ahead and go to the next slide, I can jump in. So our tagline is every shocker starts somewhere. So we hope that you'll choose our office to start your engagement experience with us. Overall, we house a lot of different areas on campus, but all of them seek to provide opportunities for you to do service, to explore opportunities, engage with others, learn about advocacy, develop your leadership while you're a student at Wichita State. And our hope is that we're empowering you to maximize your growth potential and to enhance your world readiness as you think about after graduation, what happens next, starting a career, what does that look like? So go ahead and go to the next one. So our office houses a ton of different opportunities for engagement. The first one is our civic engagement functional area. The main piece of that is our Shockers Vote Coalition. So if you have a strong passion for civic engagement, there's an opportunity to get involved that way. We also oversee our fraternity and sorority life community. Our campus has 26 chapters across 4 different governing councils, and I'll talk a little bit more about how to get involved in fraternity and sorority life a little later. We also house a large amount of the leadership development programming that happens at Wichita State. The major one for freshman students is our Emerging Leaders program. It's an 8-week class that we teach. You can take it for credit. You can take it just for fun. And so I would encourage you to sign up for that. We have coursework similar to that for sophomores and juniors, and then also one for our senior students, in addition to 2 week-long overnight immersive leadership retreats. So there's a couple of different opportunities there to develop your leadership potential. We also house the National Student Exchange Program. It's very similar to study abroad, but it's domestic. So if you've ever wanted to study at a different university, see what it's like in a different part of the United States, or Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands or Canada, you can do that and exchange at a different university while paying WC tuition. So that's kind of cool. We have about 15 students that will be doing exchange in the fall, but those applications are open on a rolling basis, and you can find them on our website if that's something you're interested in. You can exchange for a semester at a time or a full year. We also provide administrative support to the Student Government Association. So if student council or student government is something you're into, this would be a great opportunity for engagement. You can join student government as a senator, either for your college or as an at-large senator representing all students. But it's a great way to be a representative voice for other Shockers on campus. We house the Shocker Support Locker, which is our food and basic necessities locker on campus. It is open to all students, faculty, and staff. You can take up to 25 items a week, and you just take what you need. We also accept donations all the time, but it is fully stocked with all the things you need, and we're working with career development as well to provide some professional wear when you think of interviews or things as you're going out into the world and finding your next step. We hope that you'll be able to use the support locker for those needs. We house all of the student organizations on campus. We have over 200, and I'll talk a little bit more about how to get involved in those a little later. And then finally, we just have a few additional student support events that we host, particularly for students that do not live on campus. So you want to go ahead and go to the next slide? So there are a ton of ways to get involved. We're not the only office on campus. We're joined on this call by other amazing partners. So overall, I think I can speak for all of us when we say we just want you to get engaged somewhere. It doesn't have to be us. Pick one of us, pick all of us, and we'll be happy to have you. Statistics show that students that are engaged are more likely to stay a student and then also persist all the way to graduation. And that is what you're here for. You're here to graduate. And so we hope that we can help you on that journey. These are just some of the ways we would recommend for a first-year student or a new student to get engaged on campus in their first few weeks during Welcome Fest. So the first one is to attend our community involvement fair. That will be in the second week of school. We have about 100 of our student organizations represented, as well as some volunteer agencies, and then also some campus departments. So you are able to kind of get a one-stop shop for all of your questions and get a lot of free stuff. So I definitely recommend going to that event. Joining a student organization is also a great way to get started. We recommend that you join 2 organizations, one that is for fun, that matches with one of your hobbies or things you like to do, and then the other that connects to your major or your academic or career focus. We have a ton of student organizations, over 200, like I mentioned, and we're always starting new ones. So if you don't find one that you like, we can help you start a new one, and I'll show you our platform for that in a little bit. You can also join one of our fraternity and sorority life chapters through recruitment. You can join the Community Service Board. They are hosting a back to school event, service event in the first Saturday, I believe, of school. So that's a great way to give back to the Wichita community if community service is your jam. And then they host weekly meetings and have a ton, almost 1 or 2 every single week, opportunities for service. And then if you are interested in student governance, we have, I believe, 7 open senator positions still. So if you are interested in joining the Student Senate and being a voice, that is an opportunity as well. So Volunteer ICT is our community engagement platform where we house all of our service opportunities. So everything from community service board will be on there, but then also just other agencies that are looking for volunteers, other departments that have volunteer opportunities. We house them all in this one platform. So it's just wichita.volunteerict.edu. I believe that's correct. If you want to look at all of those service opportunities, you can use that platform to get connected to those. I mentioned the community involvement fair, so that's a great way to get connected. These are some other signature experiences that our office oversees and provides throughout the year, other large events that happen. So WU's big event, we do one of those every semester. We have about 300 students that go out and do community service all in one day at various places in Wichita. So it's a really cool impact day if that is something you're interested in. It will be in early October this year. Family weekend, a way for you to invite your family to campus, let them see what you're doing. So that is another big event. Homecoming, this will be in October, and we'll have events almost every single day. And then Songfest is a lip sync competition, so another very fun and big event for you to get involved with. Okay, I told you I'd come back to fraternity and sorority life. So our fraternity and sorority community, we have 26 chapters now, actually, with over 600 members across 4 councils. So what this means, our Panhellenic Council is a social sorority organization. We have 5 of those chapters. If you're interested in joining Panhellenic, they have a formal recruitment process, and this happens in early September. The link is on our website. If you would like to register, you can go through that process in order to join one of those chapters. We also have our Interfraternity Council. We have 7 of those social fraternities. Their process is open all year round. You may or may not have already received text messages or phone calls from some of them asking to hang out or whatever that looks like for you or for them. So you can join those chapters at any time, but they will have a dedicated week of events if you're interested in joining the Interfraternity Council and want to see all of those chapters, and that will be in the second week of school. The Multicultural Greek Council are culturally based interest organizations. We have one Asian interest fraternity, 2 Latina interest sororities, 1 Latino interest fraternity, and 1 Muslim interest sorority, and I missed one Asian interest sorority as well. So if you're interested in engaging in fraternity and sorority life with more emphasis on culture, Those would be good organizations to get connected with. The best way to get information about those is to fill out our interest form, which is wichita.edu/FSL interest, and indicate those chapters, and we can give you some more information. And then we also have our National Pan-Hellenic Council. Those are 7 historically Black fraternities and sororities on campus. And again, the best way to get information about those is to fill out that interest form, and then we will reach back out to you with how to connect with that organization. We like to brag about our community GPA because it's really high. Right now it's at 3.49. Fraternity and sorority life is a very supportive way to get connected on campus. You have chapters ranging from, we have one chapter with 2 members, all the way up to a chapter with 80. So various different sizes, different ways to get connected and find your home on campus in fraternity and sorority life. I'll go to the next one. So I also mentioned student organizations. Our student organizations are categorized by interest. So on the next slide, you'll see a screenshot of our ShockerSync platform. That's shockersync.wichita.edu. That's the easiest way to find information about our student organizations. You can log on to there and search by keyword, things that you're interested in, and it will pop up all of the organizations that are connected to that. You can click in, read some more information, and then get contact information for that organization if you'd like to reach out. Or you can just wait and come to the community and engagement fair. Most likely they will be there, and then you can talk to them face to face. And this is our ShockerSync platform. So again, this is the best way to search for organizations, and that web link is shockersync.wichita.edu. Awesome. Follow us on social media. That's the best way to get information about our upcoming events, pop-up events that we do, things like that. So especially our Instagram, that is the best way to connect with us.
Awesome. Thank you, Randy. All right, we got up next is Tia with Campus Activities and Recreation. So give me 1 second here.
All right. So I am here with Campus Activities and Recreation, and I'm going to talk about our department and the opportunities and experiences we offer. Kaylee, if you can go ahead and click through that slide, I think there's a couple of pop-ups. So there are 5 items on this page. If Kaylee, you just want to pop those in. In Campus Activities and Recreation, our goal is to offer up experiences from activities, events, clubs and organizations, and things that you can actively engage in. And we do that in these 5 different ways. So myself and a team of people, we coordinate a lot of campus events and experiences that you'll see and that your students will see throughout the time that they're here. We offer several different programs which students can engage in, and then sporting opportunities for our more active, physically active students. And then I'll talk through the facilities and spaces that you can find us at. We're not only on campus, but we're in the community, and then the ways that your students can join us throughout the year. So Kaylee, if you want to go on to the next slide. So the events that we offer, Campus Activities and Recreation is geared with the concept of finding ways for you and your students to connect with campus experiences as well as new experiences. The list that you see here of our events are just a snapshot. We offer over 100 events throughout the year that students can engage in, and we actually produce a semesterly calendar. This is a snapshot of last semester's calendar, so that students can grab that and they'll be able to see everything that is offered to them. In the first 4 weeks, we call that Welcome Fest. Students will be connected with Welcome Fest experiences, and those are ways that students can engage in different ways and meet new people. Specifically, we kick off the Welcome Fest with Back to School Bash. We follow up with Beach Party, Big Bingo, where students can win prizes. Clash of the Colleges is actually a collaboration with our Office of Student Success, and it's a big field day where students can compete with each other, and the college that wins kind of gets the trophy and the namesake for the year, and they even get a banner outside of their academic building that indicates that they're the ones that won. So Fright Night, live music, even a 5K pumpkin run. Majority of these experiences are designed for students, but some of them are even open to the community, specifically our pumpkin run and any live music or special events. In the picture you see here is a major concert that we produced in April, which was Wale, who is a rap artist and activist, and that was in Coca-Cola. So your students will have plenty of things to do. If they say they don't have anything to do, then you'll have to encourage them to connect with our social media and get up-to-date listings on what those are. So Kaylee, if you can go to our next slide. So these are the programs that I was talking about. When I talk about programs, it means like the functional areas and the spaces and the themes that we kind of design our programs around. So I specifically work with activities. We have an aquatics director that works with our pool. Not only do you have the ability to do free swim, there's also programs and events that are hosted in connection with our aquatics program. This picture that you see is part of our beach party. Then we offer boats and bikes, and boats and bikes you'll hear more when I get to the facilities aspect, but that's actually a program that is in downtown Wichita, where students as well as community members can rent out boats, bikes, kayaks, and they can experience the Arkansas River for themselves. F45 is a training studio. It's actually a high interval intensity training program similar to Orange Theory. If you've heard about that, it's one of the fastest growing gym franchises in the world, founded in Australia, and we're one of the first campuses to have our own F45 studio here on campus. The next three kind of go hand in hand. Intramurals. So if you've got an athletic student who is looking for a way to continue on and not only build their strength, give them something to do, but a great way to meet friends, they can join one of our many intramural teams. They can also join Shocker Rowing. Shocker Rowing is one of our varsity sports programs that anybody can try out and join that group. And they take folks from all different backgrounds and even some that don't even swim. They have to pass a swim test to get in, but it's for everybody. Our sport clubs programs, we have about 20 active sport clubs on campus that students can join, and I'll talk more about those in a second. And then the last one on here is a group that I work with, and it's our Student Activities Council, and they plan a good majority of those social events and activities on campus, which you would have seen in the previous slide. So let's go to slide number 3. Okay, so sports experiences. We have both intramurals and sport clubs. Intramurals are, they vary throughout the academic year, from flag football to beach volleyball to bowling, and students can join those anytime throughout the semester. We've got groups that, like our fraternities and sororities and student organizations might create their own teams, but we've also got individual teams that students can join if they want to join a new team and meet some friends and play a few games. In addition to intramurals, we also offer sport clubs, and these are more actively competitive groups that will tour within the region as well as throughout the country. And some of those sport clubs right now include our men's and women's soccer. We do have a cricket team. We even have a Quidditch team. So if you've got some Harry Potter fans that want to experience something in real life, they might consider joining the Quidditch team. It's a hoot. I love it. And hopefully your students will too if they decide to join. So let's go to slide 4. All right. So slide 4 represents the various places that you can find campus activities and recreation. As I mentioned, we're not just in one space. We take our events and activities and they're hosted on campus in the community. We do road trips sometimes, but we also have a variety of spaces that are open to all students. And so our Boats and Bikes, like I mentioned, is located downtown Wichita in our River Vista apartment complex. And we have our own circuit room as well as a diving well. Our gymnasium has 3 full-size basketball courts, and those can be converted throughout the day. And so people go up there to play badminton, they play volleyball. And we have our lap pool. We do have outdoor play fields, so that's where majority of our intramural games are played, whether that's soccer, flag football, those are played on the outdoor fields. And then outdoor courts, we have a basketball court, we have 4 pickleball courts, as well as, I'm missing one, it's a futsal court. So if you've got students who like to play soccer, maybe they don't want to join the sport club or do intramurals, they might play a pickup game of futsal on one of our courts. And then the last one is our performance suite. And this is, we have a weight room as well as cardio equipment. This is used by a lot of our students who are in some of our varsity sports like shocker rowing, as well as bowling and esports. And then it's also used by students throughout the year. And there's programs and events that are that take place in each of these spaces throughout the year. And so it's just something to look out for. I will note that our campus activities and recreation home, although it's not listed on here, is the Heskett Center. A lot of the facilities that you see listed, from the circuit room, the diving well, and the pool, and the gymnasium are all located in the Heskett Center, and then Boats and Bikes is downtown. So we can go on to that next slide. So I want to piggyback off of what Randy said, is there are a lot of ways to get involved on campus, and we hope that you'll find a way to join in some of those experiences. It's a great way to learn, engage with people. It's also a great way to gain some different experiences. So you can attend an F45 class. We also have about 100 student employees on our team. So they work our Heskett Center office. They also are sport officials. They are lifeguards. So not only do we want folks to join, but we also want to give them an opportunity to learn some new skills and also have an on-campus job that is convenient for them to then go to class, maybe go lifeguard, maybe play a pickup game, or go to a comedian on a Friday night. So we want you to become a sport official, join an intramural team, specifically plan events with SAC. Our Student Activities Council is a group of 9 student leaders with a membership of about 30, and those students plan a lot of the events and social activities that you see on campus. And that organization is open for any student to join, and they gain some really valuable experience from organizing, planning, communication, and even some marketing for those that are interested. And the last one on here, like I said, try out for shocker rowing. It's a great experience, and they get to travel all throughout the country, as well as meet a lot of great friends throughout their time. So, we got a little ahead of ourselves. We hope that you find an opportunity to connect with campus activities and recreation. A great way to do that is through our social media. You'll find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, or your students can stop by the Heskett Center and connect with one of our student employees to learn more about how you can get engaged.
All right, thank you, Tia. All right, so I'm gonna bring in everyone else to answer some questions. So here we go. All right, so we did have some questions in the comments. The first one starting with, is there an age limit for residents at the suite?
No, there is not. The suites is a first year building, so it's typically all freshman students that are usually 18, if not 19, and sometimes 17, but there's no limit, no.
All right, thank you. Tristy, you wanna ask the next one?
Okay, so I'm curious about campus rec hours. Could you explain that a little bit, Tia?
Yeah, so the Heskett Center facility is open throughout the semester. It's open right now. We do have limited hours for the summer, but during the year, you can visit us, I believe, at like 6:30 in the morning up to 10 o'clock at night. So if you're somebody who either likes to work out early or play a pickup game of basketball, or, we've also been told that we have some of the best napping spots on campus if you come to the Heskett Center. So we can use it for anything and everything. So come find us.
I was definitely told that information as well when I first started going to Wichita State. They were like, this is a good napping spot. So it's actually very well known. All right. So another one is for Quang. They were interested in how to become an ambassador for ODI. So if you could tell us a little bit more about that as well.
Certainly. So in order to become an ambassador, so it is a recognized student organization. They are opening up applications until June 24th. So if students are interested, as of right now, they can go to wichita.edu/ADI and be able to go through the application process from there. There are a series of questions just asking about diversity, equity, and inclusion, and then, of course, your involvement. If you are a brand new student or whether you're a current Wichita State student already, those questions will be already on there. And so you'll just answer that. And then, of course, our executive board, as well as their recruitment committee, would be able to review those applications and then, of course, go through the interview process from there.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, I have another question. This is for Randy. What would you say is the best way to start your involvement journey?
Sure. I think if you're going to do nothing else, I think the best thing to do is to come to the Community and Involvement Fair. Again, that'll be in the second week of school. If you give me like 2 seconds, I can tell you exactly the date. Sorry. August 30th, Tuesday, August 30th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. That will be the best time to get connected to student organizations, different departments on campus, and then different community engagement opportunities.
All right. So someone is asking if there's any programming happening over the summer, or if there's anything, they're trying to figure out how to get involved over the summer. Is there anything available throughout student affairs? This is for anyone.
I will say that the summer experiences are limited just because we have a lot less students actively on campus. I do believe the Office of Community Engagement, they're planning a couple of evening movies throughout the semester. So if you follow them on social media, and then the Orich Museum is also planning a couple of events and activities. I believe they're calling it Shockers Under the Stars. So if you're looking for a couple of things to do, maybe you connect with them. Some of our student organizations, and Randy, you can chime in on this one, are active during the summer, but it's more on an internal aspect. So if you go to Shocker Sync and want to get connected with a student organization, you might be able to do some activities with them.
Yeah, thanks, Tia. So yeah, the best way if you want to connect to a student organization right now would be to find them on ShockerSync. I would also say if you're wanting to connect with other students that are currently in organizations, if you are interested in joining a fraternity or sorority, Panhellenic Council and then the Interfraternity Council, signing up for their recruitment right now, you'll immediately be connected with a current student that's in that organization. And so you can kind of get their opinions, their thoughts of how to get engaged, and connect to someone that is already here.
So I do have some upcoming events that we collaborate with our office and the community of Wichita. And so this upcoming weekend will be the Juneteenth ICT celebration in the city of Wichita. And so if you go to coreofwichita.org/Juneteenth-ICT, you'll learn more about a week-long celebration of various events taking place in the city of Wichita. Our office, the Office of Diversity and Inclusion, is co-sponsoring with the Office of Student Engagement, Advocacy and Leadership, as well as the Office of Engagement, to co-sponsor the Juneteenth parade, ICT, taking place on Saturday at 10 a.m. So if you're interested in learning more about the history of Juneteenth or just being part of the parade, definitely participate in the parade itself that will take place from Holy Savior Academy all the way down to the historic McAdams Park. That will take place alongside of 13th Street. In addition to that, our office does partner with the Wichita Pride organization to be able to host various Pride events throughout the city of Wichita as well. And so Wichita Pride is hosting a Unity March and Family Picnic down at Nafsker Park, which is downtown in the city of Wichita. And so that will take place at 10 a.m. all the way until 2:30 p.m. at Nafsker Park on Saturday, June 25th. So I'll have our Kaylee and Dristy post the links in the chat, so then that way you can learn more about those events as well. Otherwise, if you are interested in some of our events, you can go to wichita.edu/ODI events to check those events out as well.
Awesome. All right. So we have one more question, and we have a student that's going to be starting in the fall as a 40-year-old. Are there organizations open to anyone interested, no matter their age?
I mean, at least I would say yes for all of us, but at least from student engagement, yes. All of our organizations and opportunities are open to all students. So you are welcome to attend. There are some adult learning student organizations that you might want to get connected to. Another good event to look out for, even if you're not a transfer student, the Transfer Student Social might be a good event to attend. Typically, older students non-traditional students will attend that event to connect with different departments on campus, and so that might be a good opportunity as well.
Yeah, and I'd say there's actually the Office of Adult Learning, and they're the ones that oversee that student organization. They're located in the Grace Wilkie Annex, and so that might be a good way to reach out. You can contact them anytime during the summer to get connected.
All right. Hang on, one more popped up. The website for volunteering in Wichita, and I believe that is Volunteer ICT. So if you go to wichita.edu/volunteer ICT, you can find those opportunities there. But I believe that is all of our questions. But thank you all for taking your time out of your day and spending some time with VirtualConnections. And thank you for everyone who is watching. Once again, make sure you have commented so we can make sure we have your names down for the $500 book scholarship. But thank you all for joining. Bye.